right, I am about to go into Superstore. We have a budget of only $50. This is 50 Canadian dollars, you guys. We are going to see if we can make it for 1 week of keto meals on only $50. I plan on doing this as kind of a series. Please let me know down in the comments if you guys would love to see a series on a keto budgeting. I feel like this really needs to be addressed. Groceries are hella expensive. Sorry for my language here in Canada. They are getting ridiculous as the weeks are going on. We don't buy meat because we are hunters, so luckily enough, we do provide for ourselves as far as beef goes because we do have venison. We hunt elk and deer if you are new here, but we also took on a new adventure this past year and we had bought and butchered our own pig. So we actually have pork for the year as well. In today's video, for the sake of this video, I will be buying beef. I'm gonna buy some ground beef. I have made a grocery list and I had made out a meal plan in order for this to work. This is why I suggest planning is key, you guys. Make sure you're planning. It is going to save you money. It will save you time. If you write down what you are planning for meals, going off of the basics, then create your grocery list from that, or vice versa. If you're living on a budget, you're going to want to start with probably these items that I'm going to be explaining in this video. So make sure you stay tuned, watch the whole video's entirety. I'm going to be sharing lots of information in this video. So let's get started. This the next day, so I ended up buying all of my groceries that is needed for this extreme keto meal prep. We are going to be doing a week's worth of meals. They are going to be 2 meals per day for one person for under $50. So my total came to $41.72. Now I'm just gonna keep the change, which was $8.30 aside in case I do need anything else throughout the week. But today we are going to be doing all of the meal prepping. But in this video, I just wanna show you that it can definitely be possible for you to spend only $50 a week on keto meals. Keto does not have to be expensive. You do not need any frills or products or anything special on this diet. We can keep it simple and we can buy inexpensive food items in order to be successful on keto. Also wanted to mention I am doing this weekly keto budget with the thoughts that you will have your spices, salt and pepper, as well as having any oils or mayonnaise or any other like kind of condiment in order for you to make these meals. This is just kind of a basic with buying meats and main focusing meals rather than the condiments, which I'm pretty sure we all have in our fridge. So let's get started. I am first going to share with you the groceries that I ended up getting, and then we will go into the meal plan for the week's worth of keto meals. All right, so let's start on our little keto grocery haul that I have. First, I started with some green beans. Now you can buy fresh. I tried to go with the least inexpensive brand for the green beans. And since we're only doing a week's worth of meals, I just kind of wanted to get a smaller version rather than buying a big bag of green beans. Then we will move on to our cheese. As you guys know, cheese is very expensive. We're gonna make sure that we utilize it in an inexpensive way for the week. Also a dozen eggs and also some mushrooms. I ended up getting 1 package of the white whole mushrooms. Then we will have our field cucumber. Cucumbers are always great for a side dish as well too, with some of the meals that we are going to be making. Then we have a green pepper, zucchini, which are really inexpensive vegetables. Definitely be sure to check those out at your local grocery store if you are looking to make some inexpensive side dishes. Then I also bought some ground meat. So this is lean ground beef. For the sake of this video, I did end up buying some. As you guys know, we are hunters. We do have venison for the year and we do have pork for the year. But I also wanted to show you guys how easy it is to keep on a budget on keto. Next, we will move on to some bacon. I also, for this video, bought some bacon and also a whole chicken. This one was actually cooked. So you can either buy the whole chickens and cook it yourself, or you can buy a whole rotisserie chicken as well to utilize. And then the last thing that I ended up getting was the Black Forest ham. Now, all of these items are keto approved. They are all clean keto. So let's get started and I will show you our meal plan. Okay, so our meal plan is 2 meals a day. Excuse my chicken scratch. I will have this written out in my website, which I will link in the description, okay? This was just my rough draft, and then after I created this, I then created my grocery list, and those are all the things that I just mentioned and went over with you with our grocery haul. But for our meals, we are going to be making egg salad with hard-boiled eggs, and that is going to be for 3 days. Now, I did this as far as meals, meal 1 and meal 2. You can split them out however you want. You know, if you're kind of spending a little bit less or more, you can kind of accommodate your own budget. This is what I decided to do here. And then with that, we are going to either have the protein sparing modified fast bread, which most of us do have. If we have been making the bread, we already have all those ingredients on hand. Or what I am going to be also doing is making some Truffles as well, so that I can use those for my egg salad sandwich. We are going to be having cucumbers on the side. That is going to be for 3 days out of our 7 days. Then one day we are going to have an omelet with 3 slices of bacon. That is just going to be a cheese omelet. Then we are going to be making some cheese bites. We will be meal prepping these in order for having 2 days worth. And we are going to be having that with some fried deli ham. Then we are going to be also having a clubhouse sandwich with a side of cucumbers as well. This is going to be my 7 days for meal number 1. Now for meal number 2, this is 7 days worth of meals. We are going to mix it up. You can most definitely keep these the same. I know when I was losing, I kept a lot of my meals the same when I meal prepped. This is just a variety, just to show you that it can be done with variety for a low budget. So with our roast chicken, we are actually going to have a roast chicken meal, and we are going to have some green beans on the side with some sauteed vegetables for 2 meals. Then for 2 meals out of the week, for meal number 2, we are going to have a ground beef bowl, which is just that. I also have some cauliflower rice on hand. Most of us probably do. Now, if not, you can just make this a ground beef bowl with veggies. I have done that as well too. And I have also added some eggs with my ground beef bowl, which kind of like scrambled eggs, makes it for a high protein bowl. Then we can also have a chicken salad sandwich. That will be chicken salad made with mayo and with our roast chicken, and Truffles for our bread, or you can also have the protein sparing modified fast bread. Then we are going to be making, just for 1 meal, we are just going to make a simple chicken bake. It's going to include roast chicken, bacon, and some cheese with a side of green beans. And then we are going to have a ground beef stir fry. This is relatively similar to the bowl. You can have this as well, or instead of a bowl, but this is just some ideas, things that I thought of that would be beneficial with some sauteed vegetables, with some of the scrambled eggs like I was talking about. So this menu for the week will be listed in my description on my website. It will be easier to understand, and I will also put the grocery list in order for us to make all of these meals. But let's get started on prepping. We are going to prep these meals and all be ready for the week. All right, so first we are going to be starting off by making our Truffles. Now, like I said, you can do this however which way you would like to do it. You can do it in 2 parts for the week and do your meal prep. It'll still work out to be the same amount of meals for the week, or you can do your meal prep all at once. So let's get started in making our truffles. Now, what I am going to personally be doing is I am going to be doing probably about 6 truffles, and I am also going to be utilizing my protein sparing modified fast bread in a lot of these. So truffles are a great and easy and inexpensive way in order to make bread, essentially is what it is. It only contains 2 items, and that is eggs and cheese. So make sure that you're utilizing both of those. You can easily make them. You can freeze truffles. They heat up fantastic, and you can also throw them in your air fryer to toast them up, or even in your toaster.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. Singing along to nothing matters, stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep, in your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever, driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
So I have prepped everything that I can prep right now. I do plan on making, like, obviously I do plan on making some of my meals fresh because, you know, I only work away from the house 3 days a week. But I'm so happy with how these turned out. But as you can see, this is everything that I have prepped. That right there is my omelet that I'm going to be having one day, probably tomorrow morning. And yeah, we will see how the week goes. I actually have lots left over. These 2 are actually bacon. I just cut them in half and put them in baggies, and that is ham. And I still have another package of ham here. This is my cucumber, which I will cut up and have with my lunch. But I'm really pleased, honestly. If I'll be 100% honest, I believe for only one person, you could probably stretch everything that I got over the course of like a week and a half, if not 2 weeks, you guys. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be sharing my meals with only spending $50 during the week. All right, this is one of the meals that I have made with my keto on a budget. It is the omelet, super easy and satisfying while on keto. All right, you guys, this is meal number 2 on day 1, and it is ground beef with a bunch of the sauteed vegetables that we had made. All right, this is meal number 1, and it is the Clubhouse chaffle. You guys, this looks delicious. I actually assembled everything, and then I put everything in the air fryer for about 7 minutes, and it looks delicious. All right, this is meal 1 for another, for the keto budget. This is the 3 egg bites. I already ate 2 of them, and some bacon, and also some ham right over here. And this is meal number 2 for our keto budget, and it is a chicken bake. I used the rotisserie chicken on the bottom, added some bacon and some shredded cheese on top, and I actually baked this in the oven last night before I brought it to work, alongside with some green beans. All right, it is the end of the week for this keto on a budget challenge. So I managed to eat all of the meals. Like I mentioned, I will have everything linked in my website down below. I'm going to actually do it into meals and a grocery list, because everything that I made was fantastic. I have a ton left over, like definitely good enough for another half a week. I would say like 4 days for sure. And today I added in a different meal, and that was a breakfast truffle. Oh my gosh, it was so good, you guys. So highly recommend this. I do want to make this a series, Keto on a Budget. Let me know down below if you guys would like it. Say yes please down in the comments if you guys like videos like this one. And I also wanted to mention that you guys, I had set aside some money, which was my change, which was $8.30. And I ended up buying one of my artichoke and Asiago dip. You guys know this is my favorite. I eat it with absolutely everything. It is so good. The brand is Summer Fresh. I buy mine at Walmart. Very good. I also ended up getting, because I did need some sort of snacks, and I got some pork rinds as well. So that total was $5.84. We do not have pennies here in Canada, so it gets rounded up to $5.85. So my change with the $50 for the entire week, just so you know, I have enough probably for the next 4 days with all of the food that I bought as well. So definitely this $50 stretched a week and a half, I would say, for one person for 2 meals a day. My change is $2.45 is what's left. So just wanted to let you guys know that I kept my receipts, because I was taking this very seriously, and I will be taking it seriously because I do want to make this a series. It keeps me on track when I meal prep, because I hate wastage. I hate wasting food. I was raised that way. I hate doing it. I do not like throwing out food whatsoever. So I will have all the information linked down below, but you guys, it was fantastic doing this way, meal prepping and keeping on a budget. Definitely both of the things that I want to stay on track with going forth with keto and losing the extra pounds I have to. I'm doing the 1 meal a day, as you guys know, and I'm also doing a big budget because we want to be completely debt-free by the end of this year. So thank you so much for watching. I did close up the video. I actually made an outro previously, so I will insert that here. So let me know if you like this type of video. I feel like I said at the beginning of this video, I think it's really important, especially now with the increase of groceries on the rise. I don't think they're going to drop in price. So, you know, if we can do our best budgeting wise to make keto work and to make this lifestyle sustainable and affordable, that would be fantastic. So let me know down in the comments if you like this video. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button and give this video a like if you like my content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can let you know when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Where did it begin?